Ho ho ho, my name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Retro Gaming Collective. So hopefully by looking at me you can tell what the theme of the day is. It is July, so I wanted to celebrate Christmas in July. I've been so excited to do a video like this with you guys. So what I did today was play a whole bunch of weird Christmas games so that you don't have to. And boy, are some of them strange. Very strange. But there was one that I actually really enjoyed and I think could be a really cool game. And then one surprise at the end. So without further ado, let's dive in. So let's start with what is arguably the weirdest game in my list today, and that is Christmas Nights into Dreams for the Sega Saturn. Now this is the Japanese version. The American version's a little expensive. I only paid about $13.50 for this one, so it ended up being a lot cheaper, and that's in my price range. So this one is actually based off of the American, well, this is the American version of Nights into Dreams on the Sega Saturn. They're both super awesome games, but I gotta tell you, this one just feels very similar to the original. There's not a whole lot of differences. I played it for about an hour, and I didn't really get to any parts where it just feels Christmassy. Now, apparently if you change the date to match, like, Christmas or other dates throughout the year, it changes what goes on in the game. All in all though, if you've really enjoyed the first game, this one is so fun. It's a really, really cool game and it is totally worth checking out, especially if you can get a good deal on it like I did on this Japanese version. So next up we have a couple more weird games to talk about. These are on the original Xbox, and if you're a fan of the Outlaw Golf series, you're gonna love these. There are actually 3 different versions. There is Outlaw Golf 9 Holes of Xmas. Then there is Outlaw Golf 9 More Holes of Xmas. And then there is a 3rd version, which I don't have, called Holiday Golf. Now, I played these so that you don't have to. I got them super cheap for like, I don't know, $2.50, $3 a pop, something like that, at a store called Game Alley in New Jersey. But if you have played any other golf game, you've played these, except it's snowy, there's elves, you're dressed up in like, Christmassy colors, things like that. I don't know who would want to dress up in Christmassy colors, especially if it's not Christmas time. Who would do that? So yeah, I would, if you find a really good deal on these, you love golf games, definitely pick these up. But if you're looking for something that is gonna get you in the Christmas spirit, this is not gonna be for you. So we have all seen that classic Christmas movie, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, from back in the day. And the movie was just so good, so why wouldn't they make a spin-off game? And that's exactly what we have here. We have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the Nintendo Wii. This is the version that I played, and I gotta tell you, it was weird. Very weird. Cute, but very, very weird. Also, I have the Nintendo DS version. This is not the version that I played. Mine is still sealed, and I'm probably going to keep it that way just because I already have this one opened and I can play it whenever I want. Although I have to admit, I'm very interested to see the differences, only because in this game, in the Wii version, you kind of use the Wiimote to, like, you can turn your character like this. The very first level, you're playing as Rudolph, and you kind of have to jump around to get the presents under the tree, the lights on the tree, and all of this and all that. And I would just be interested to see how that would work on the actual DS. Now, this is not the worst game of the group. And if you love Rudolph, it's definitely worth picking up for a couple of bucks. I do not think this is very expensive. But I was just lucky enough to find mine at a thrift store, and I couldn't say no. So yeah, it's an okay game. We'll just say it's okay. It's not horrible. So next we have a little bit more of a recent Christmas game, and that is Santa's Xmas Adventure for the PS4. Now, this game, it's just basically themed Christmas, but it's a puzzle game where you have to basically get Santa's presents, like create a path for Santa's presents to get from here over to here where they need to go. Now, it says there are 720 different levels. I've only played the classic mode for a little bit, but you kind of get the gist of the game pretty quickly. So if you love puzzle games and also really enjoy Christmas theming, not a horrible game. I got this for $6 brand new on Amazon, so it's not super expensive. But if you just love that kind of stuff, this game is not bad. For me, it feels like it would get kind of old after a while. Not something that I'm going to get a ton of playability out of. But yeah, not a horrible game. Not a horrible game by any means. So finally, guys, we are at the end of my weird Christmas game experiment where I played the weird Christmas games so you don't have to. And I wanted to end with what I would call the best Christmas game of my bunch. This one by far blew the others away. This one has the most playability. And that is We Wish You a Merry Christmas on the Nintendo Wii. Now, the reason this game is cool is it has tons of different game modes. I think it has 6 different games, ranging from collecting presents and dropping them on roofs. There's bowling that you can play where you're knocking over little elves. There's all kinds of cool things on this. And on top of that, just to get you in the Christmas spirit, you can decorate your Christmas tree. You can open an advent calendar. If you start on December 1st, you open one every day and you get a different little gift. Some will be like chocolates, or you'll get like spray paint or something weird to put in your fireplace. Which, by the way, there's a fireplace and you can throw logs in there and you can start your fireplace, get it bigger, and then you can use a stick and cook marshmallows. There's a radio so that you can listen to music, Christmas music. It's weird Christmas music, but it's Christmas music nonetheless. So, my opinion is that this game is definitely the best of the bunch. If you're looking for a good Christmas game that's fun for your family, just to kind of do something weird and different, this is a good one to play. And it's only about 20 bucks. Mine, of course, was found at a thrift store because that is how I roll. But definitely recommend this game if you're looking for a weird Christmas game. Ignore the others, but not this one. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today. I really appreciate you watching my video. If you have any questions for me, you can reach out to me here. You can like, comment, and subscribe. I normally make videos where I don't spray paint my beard, and I do pickup videos. I do other weird retro things, toys, all kinds of stuff. I love Star Wars. If you like that stuff, this is the place for you. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Retro Gaming Collective and on TikTok at The Retro Gaming Collective. And I want to leave you with this thought before we move along. This may be the best Christmas game of all time. Die Hard Vendetta. If you agree that this is a Christmas movie, let me know. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, thank you guys so much, and happy hunting.